Hello everyone, welcome to another video. By popular demand on Instagram, we are going to be reviewing the bPerfect Carnival XL Pro palette today. Look at the packaging first of all. Dang, nothing screams my name more than this color story. I can't believe I've only just fucking bought it. But I don't trust this brand so much yet about fallout, so we're not going to do the base until we've finished the eyes. We're going to be going in with the P. Louise base right here. I'm going to mix these two shades. Boom! Let's get fucking started, shall we? So, we're obviously going to go with the rainbow look. So we're gonna start off with the shade Reckless, this shade right here, and I'm gonna take it on the Morphe M443 brush. Boom, 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 boom. By the way, I fucking love the mirror in this palette. It is so big. So to start, we're gonna pop this on the outer V, just like that. Right off the bat, I noticed that these shades are so fucking pigmented, but at the same time, they're pressed really hard in the pan, so there's not much fallout. Like, you've really got to dig in there to coat your brush, which if you don't like fallout in the pan, then that can be a good thing. So far, we've got no fallout on the face. We are going to take the shade Inferno. This is just the pure ass red in the palette. We have a few other ones. We've got Boy Bye, but that's more orangey. We've got In Lust, but that's more pink, but Inferno is a pure fucking red. And we're going to take that on the M441 brush by Morphe. Yeah, look, there's absolutely no fallout in the pan, and I'm pressing quite hard and there's just nothing, so that's pigmented. I barely touched my fucking eye. Oh wow, look at that. Right off the bat, I like this red because it's not blending out to like a pink or an orange, like it's literally just staying red. We're going to go back in with the M443, back into the Reckless shade. Boom, 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 boom. And we don't even really need to re-intensify. It stayed quite dark, but we definitely need to blend. I'm just going to use light scratching motions at the edge, and we're going to see how these dark shades blend using this method of eyeshadow. That looks really fucking good. You can see I'm literally just taking it and I'm scratching the edge, and she's blending. She's giving me what I want. And then with the red shade, the leftover red on the brush, I just scratch. That's the blend that I want. Holy shit. Okay, but we've only tested 2 shades so far out of this entire palette, and we're gonna test the highlighters later on, don't worry about that. But now we're gonna take orange. I'm real excited to go in with this lit shade because on camera it looks like, yeah, it's orange, but in real life, there's something about this pigment that just fucking jumps forward. It looks like the paintbrush in Facetune. So I'm gonna dip in with a clean M456, just a smaller crease brush. Pack that all over this section of my eye. Wow. Oh hell yes, that is what I fucking call an orange eyeshadow. It's obviously struggling to blend into the dark shade, but that's because we need to put down a dark orange before we fucking try and do that. But trust the process, alright, trust the process. We are going to blend that out with the shade Keen. This is just the pure yellow in the palette, and I'm going to take this brush from Must Have Beauty. It's just a real big crease brush. That one's got a little bit more fallout in the pan, but I really don't mind. And then we're just going to circle. Oh yeah, that's a good yellow. And I'm just going to blend it all the way to my inner corner. We're going to put another shade there, but not quite yet. And that's looking real good. Now go back in with the orange, re-intensify and secure that blend. Yes. We are going to take the shade that I'm so excited for in this palette. It is the shade Ecstasy. This one sticks out to me. It looks like a pastel green on camera, but in real life, it is a fucking neon green. And press that over there. It's already not as pigmented as I want it to be, but it's a fucking neon green shade. Like, that is a hard thing to crack. I actually have green neon pigments, but they don't blend, they don't move because it's just a pigment, so you've got to formulate it with some sort of other ingredients that let you blend it, and then obviously that's gonna make it not as pigmented. But I'd rather be able to blend out a shade and then pack it on than have full pigment and have no blendability. It looks quite good. The only thing is it's taking off a little bit of the eyeshadow base right in there. Not sure if you can see that, but it's there. Look like a fucking traffic light at the minute. Pretty good. Now I'm just gonna leave that there and we're gonna move on to the other eye. We still have eyeshadow base on our hand that we're just gonna pick up the rest of and start priming. Now this right here is a don't be shy, put some more moment. Like literally take that shit on. Very excited for this side because blues and everything just call my name a lot more. We are gonna go in with the shade Make Waves. We are going to pop that right there. Oh, that's full of pigment. That's a good shade. We're gonna go in with the shade Showboat. It's more of a teal shade compared to that one. You can see. Use Showboat to blend this out. Oh yeah, that's a teal blend, bitch. Like absolute butter. Okay, and before I forget, I'm gonna go back in with the lime green ecstasy shade and pop that in my inner corner just to tie the two eyes together. You know, it's like a gradient. And I might take a little bit of the shade The Hype. It's like a darker, more foresty green, and just pop that right there. Oh yeah, that's good. That's real good. I'm gonna take the Morphe M506 brush. It's just the little crease brush, and take the shade Mood. This is a sickening dark blue shade, and we're just gonna tap into that. Pop that on my like outer corner. Whoa, that's a pigmented fucking blue. I didn't even notice because I was trying to speak, and then I was like, no, Kyle, shut up for a second and fucking look at that, because whoa, holy shit. And that's not just like a basic dark blue, like it's already starting to blend out to more of a teal, and I love that when dark shades start blending on their own. Like you don't need a transition if you don't want to. Like look at that, that's just starting to blend out into a beautiful cobalt blue, and there's nothing else on this brush. Absolutely sick. Now obviously we're missing the purple, so we're gonna take the shade Wasted. This is just a pure fucking purple. It's not a dark purple, it's not a light purple, it's just a straight up purple, and I'm gonna use that shade just right there. You see how it goes from like blue to purple? Stunning. Okay, now we are going to go in with the shade Funky. Now, oh my god, this is more than a hot pink. I can't believe this camera is not showing the colors in their true form. That's a bit better. Have a good fucking look at that. There is a difference between a hot pink and a fucking fluorescent pink. This is fluorescent. That is more than just a hot pink, and we're gonna take that on the Morphe M433 brush and use that to blend out the purple, and that is where the rainbow ties together, Sasa. Okay, so we're gonna work on the under eyes now. I'm just gonna prime the under eyes with the white P. Louise base and my pinky, the shade Reckless. Why did all my brushes just drop? I don't know. The shade Reckless on Stop. The shade Reckless on the Morphe M152 brush. It's looking a little bit more purple, but that's because I accidentally touched the dark blue. I'm gonna take the red shade Inferno again and then just scratch the edges. Blend it out. Yeah, just a little bit. Like that. Yeah, that looks stupid at the moment, but we'll clean it up with the concealer during the base. Then we're gonna take the orange shade again. Then we're gonna take the yellow shade, Welcome to the Rainbow. And then back into our lime green ecstasy and just bring that down like we had it before. That looks real cooked, eh? That blend is just not working. Of course, we are going to take the dark blue shade, pop that right there. Oh yeah, that's the smoke that I want. Again, it looks stupid, but we're fixing it with concealer, alright? In terms of fallout, there is like close to none on this side, but this side has quite a bit, so the warm tone shades are all good with fallout, but the cool tones, especially that blue, I think Make Waves is really intense with the fallout. When you do the base last, all you need to do is take a makeup wipe and wish it away. And also, a thing that I noticed is that fallout always gets on my forehead. I don't know how. The powder must just puff up, but it always gets on my forehead, and then I always forget about it, and then my foundation goes like green. This is what we have now. I'm gonna go off camera, do my base, do my brows, and we're gonna come back to complete the review. Boom. So I've done the base. We've just gone, well, real natural, suppose. Full coverage but natural version. Anyways, so now we're going to try the highlighters in the palette. I'm not gonna try that one obviously because it's too dark, and I'm not gonna try that one either. I really want to try this one because it's like a gold shift, and I think yellowy gold is going to go real well with this makeup look. So I've just sprayed my face with some setting spray and I've let it dry, and now we're going to use the Morphe M501 highlighter brush and just dip into it. It's on the brush. You see what I mean? If you were looking at that in the pan and you were like, Kyle, what are you thinking that's bright white? It's not. It's one of those like chromey shifts. There is the tiniest grey cast when I look forward, but it's just enough to piss me off. Like, that looks real pretty from the side, but from the front there's a little grey cast. So maybe I actually will try the Gold Luxe one. Let's use the other side of the brush, dip into that. That looks a lot more like champagne-y. And then we'll try it on this side. So this one is noticeably darker, and this time instead of a grey cast, it's like a brownie cast. I much prefer this one for my skin tone. Oh, the two mixed together look really good. But then we've got the grey cast. The only step we have left now is the lashes. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Must Have Beauty lashes in the style T. You can use code Kylie for money off anything on Must Have Beauty. And actually, before we do that, I'm gonna take this black pencil from Australis, line my lower lash line. Look at what that does. Do you know what? I think we actually need a little bit of black in the eye look. Luckily enough, there is a black in this palette. It's called Lights Out. And we're gonna take that and see how well this sticks. Pop it right in the outer corner, and bitch, that sticks. You fucking know it. Look at that. And it blends, and that is a good black eyeshadow. I'm really glad that they've cracked the black in this palette, because it's such a good palette. If it had a bad black in it, I wouldn't be a very happy chap. But I'm gonna go off camera, apply mascara, lashes, not just lashes, and then we'll be back for the final look. Boom. So this is the final look using the T lashes by Must Have Beauty, and of course the bPerfect Carnival XL Pro palette. There is children in my house and they are laughing very loud. This palette, amazing. Literally, I cannot wait to dig into every single shade in this palette. Today we only really tested the matte shades with the highlighters, but watch out for another video, subscribe for more, and in the future we will dig into these beautiful shimmers. My final review of the palette is that I love it. I love all the shades I used today. They're so pigmented. They're so blendable, they show up straight away. There's hardly any fallout in the pans, and the only shades that did give me an issue with fallout is the cool tones, but I literally have no problem with that. You just do your eyes first, and that's how you avoid the problem. Do I recommend this palette? I absolutely recommend it if you're sick of normal shades, if you're just sick of it and you really want to dive into this. This is the palette to buy. But I hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope I have helped you make your decision if you've been looking at purchasing this palette for a little while. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at KylieFleckMakeup. Right here is where I do all my magic. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.